Hi everyone, Nakaya back here for box 2. Box 1 was nice, but when I looked at just the first few cards of box 2, box 1 didn't even touch it. These are juicy. Nice. I've at least seen a Circle of Protection from Black, a Hollow Warrior, several lands, but I can't wait to see what I got in here. Alrighty, Area 1. Speaking of my Circle of Protection Black, there it is. Followed by, as I said, Hollow Warrior. Next I have a bunch of all these. This whole stack. This whole handful are islands. Though that's not all my islands. I also have a snow-covered one. Set that aside. Maybe Tim might be interested in it. I mean, not Tim, Nate. As I'm going to Duel Commander tomorrow. Next, all these are also island cards. Regular. Not the snow-capped. Next, I find an Armory Sphere. Next is Pented Prism. And another prism. This one is Prophetic Prism. And actually, like that, I have 2 of these. I didn't organize them like I did box 1. Next, I have a Mana Silex. Stunning artwork. Next is Guess Grimoire. And a Nuisance. Next is Serum Tank. Sorry, I was just reading what it does. Next is 9-ringed bow. Yes, B-O is pronounced bow, as I studied 5 years in the martial arts, and that was our staff weapon, bow. Next is a Fang Skullkin. And Pala is next. Some of these have really weird names. Next is Wing Rattle Scarecrow. Actually, I have now 2 of these, actually. Followed by a scrap basket. That is a Shadowmoor card. Next is Runed Servitor. I have 3 next. Anodet Lurker. 3 of them. Next I have a Hedron Rover. And how about a Hedron Scrambler? Scrabbler, not Scrambler, Scrabber. Next is Bottle Gnomes. Sure look like they're made out of bottles. Next is Stonework Puma. Meow. Next is Revel Song Horn. Followed by Hammer of Rune. Looks like something from Ancient Aliens. Next is Blazing Torch. Next is Thermal Navigator. Followed by a Mirror Servitor. And a Mirror Quadrupod. And this is a mythic. I just happened to glance at its symbol. It's Eternity Vessel. Next is Dreamstone Hedron. Another island. Set that aside to go with the others. Next I have Titanium Golem. I have two of them. And actually, my last two of this group, I still have plenty more, trust me, is Composite Golem and Hematite Golem. Though Hematite's black. And that's black and orange. My next group actually was sleeved all together, these 6. I have a God Hunter Octopus. And Font of Ire. Nice looking red card. Next is Flame Speaker's Will. Next is Humbler of Mortals. Put me in front of God or Jesus? Yeah. Humbler of Mortals. For anyone. Next is Cobbled Wings. And Pin to Earth. And this one actually reminds me of my first draft night. My first card, my pack one pick one, was a Johnny Steadfast. But this card is a Johnny's Presence. A Johnny. That's why it reminds me of my first draft night. Next I have 2 battered golems. Now that is freaky looking. A leashling. Next is Spire Golem. I found another Hematite Golem. That sure does not look like Hematite. Can't complain to the artists. I don't know who they are. Please. Okay. My next fistful. More islands. All these are islands. Including a 9th edition island. I was wondering why that one was white. It's a 9th edition. Another good handful of... These are more islands. Man, Justin must have either just got a ton of islands through packs, or he was thinking about doing an island pack. I have no idea. I'll see if Tim and Nate want these. All these islands. I don't plan on doing a blue deck, so I'll see if they want them. Next, I have a Razor Mane Manticore, another Blazing Torch, next a Baton of Courage, another one that doesn't look like it's what it's called, Jade Idol. Jade, as far as I know, is green. And that's burgundy. Next, I have 2 Trip Noose. Next, I have Honor Warren Shaku. Oops. Followed by an 8th edition card called Wall of Spears. Next is Serrated Biscuit. Next is Obelisk of Esper. It's an artifact. Next is Ether Spellbomb. And followed by a simple name, Kite Sail. Followed by Vorak Battlehorns. Followed by Volshop Gauntlets. Next is 2 more Jade Idols. Looking at it more closely, the eyes look a jade green, and the orbs almost look like they are jade green. Okay, next is a beautiful feather. It's called Paradise Plume. Followed by 2 Blight Sickle. Next is Archbound Slith. And another Bottled Gnomes. Next is Relic of Prognatus. Next is a Obelisk of June. Followed by Chimetric coils. Ooh. Next is Kraken's Eye. Followed by Runed Stalactite. Two more Prophetic Prism. Next is Halony Gem, or Kahalani. Not sure if the K is silent. Next is Heliophile. Followed by Adventuring Gear. Another Trip News. A Tenza Bodo's Mall is next. And next is Welding Jar. I have about this many more cards, and then I'm going to end this box, this part of the box. Next, I have two Pilgrim's Eye. Just looking at what set they're from, which is the regular Zendikar. Next is Wayfarer's Bauble. I've seen that before, not from this particular set though, but indeed I have. Next is another Ether Spellbomb. Next I have a Needlebug. Followed by Cranial Plating. Next is Contagion Clasp. Followed by Synod Centurion. Followed by another wing rattle Scarecrow. Ugh, I hate the Scarecrow cards. Well, at least the deck. That was freaky. Next is Journeyer's Kite. And next is Thopter Assembly. And another Pilgrim's Eye. Followed by another Dreamstone Hedra. Next is Pented Prism. Beautiful prism. Next is Gemstone Array. It allows you to pay to put a charge counter on it and remove a charge counter from this and add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. It's a artifact. Next is Trisky Lion. Followed by Pentavus. And Assembly Worker. Followed by 2 more Runed Servitor. And next is Archbound Worker. Next is freaky looking bird. It's Clockwork Condor. Followed by Trailblazer's Boots. Next is Mask of Memory. And another Trip Noose. Just pay 2 and tap that to tap target creature. It's a artifact. Next is Prophetic Prism, another one. Followed by Polluted Dead. Next is Night of Dusk. It is from Tempest because I've got a friend who's looking for, someone who I know is looking for swamps from the Tempest set. Next is Victim of Night. Next is Disentombed. Entomb. Freaky Apparition. Next is Vengeful Dead. Next is Reap the Seagraph. Another Vengeful Dead. Next is Coercion. That one here looks like someone, a creature, an alien in Star Wars. Next is a Deep Wood Ghoul. Next is Vendetta. Next is Coercion, another one. Followed by Horror of the Dim. Next is Polluted Dead. When it dies, destroy target land. It's a zombie creature. Next is Shadow Slice. Next is Midnight Recovery. Yep. Followed by Haunted Cadaver. Next I have 2 Drudge Skeletons. I have, make that total of 3 Drudge Skeletons. And lastly, I have a Unworthy Dead. So that's a Chaos signing out. I'll catch you on the flip side.